We got enough?
We got 21 minutes.
Should we keep going?
We can freestyle.
Oh, and you mean this is for yours? Damn, I missed that part. Where's my cheat sheet? Hold those cards up a little higher, would you? So, are we live?
We're live.
So this is a first.
A special.
A Thursday edition of Across the Lift. I mean, you know, we're breaking new ground daily. It's too much to tell. I can hardly deal with it.
What if we're better on Thursday nights than we are on Friday nights, and then we have to?
I don't know. I guess we'll see by the reaction. You know, we got pretty decent reaction to our last one. So.
Yeah. Well, this is your Friday because tomorrow you're going to.
I'm going to Barber Motorsports and we'll spend the day there. Yeah.
You're gonna go walk around. We're not setting up anything, but you'll be there for a day.
Yeah, I'll be back on Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll walk around, see what kind of stuff there is to be had.
You know.
Shake people's hand, kiss babies, you know.
Yeah, people would just have to find you if they're there. Oh, well, actually, it won't matter because this is going to air afterwards.
I've already, yeah. I've already had a couple people call me about catching up with them tomorrow.
Well, you're hard enough to reach on your cell phone when you have service, so trying to get you up
I don't even answer my cell phone. You know, if you want to get in touch with me, send me a text. But I don't give the phone number out anyway. So, you know, lately all of a sudden we've been covered up with pre-70 stuff. You know, Murray just finished the 69S motor, which Chuck just put in the bike, and we put one of those power dynamo 12-volt electronic ignition systems in it. Now Murray's got an R60 apart, and then we've got an R50 to do, and then we've got another R69S to do. We've got 3 more motors after this. It's all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah.
So he's doing a gearbox too, a pre-70 gearbox. So that's, he likes doing that. So he has to scratch his head a lot. He likes scratching his head. It's perfect for him, measuring all kinds of little stuff.
It is perfect for him because he is the...
He's the nuanced technical guy.
Yeah, if someone's working on something and they've never worked on it before, Murray's the guy.
Murray's the guy to work on it.
He's the guy who...
He can figure it out. He'll go home and read about it, fall asleep in his easy chair, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a cat in his lap and go to sleep.
Yeah. He likes to think about the engineering behind it all because he's an engineer.
Yeah, so. It's funny when we'll read something for the first time and he'll look at him and go, I'm calling bullshit on that. He said, let me show you. And he'll sit down and start scribbling out formulas and talking to you about the Niels Bohr, and now this was that and that was this. And you go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. You know? So.
Yeah. Good team.
Yeah, no, you know, he's a smart guy. So. You know, he likes to be challenged, and I think that's great. I mean, I think most people like to be challenged, you know, as long as you have a basic idea of what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't want to
think outside the box. If somebody asked you to do brain surgery today, you go, oh, does he have to survive?
You don't want to be
no problem.
Completely up the river without a paddle, but you want to be breaking new ground every time you're doing it.
All right.
I'm wearing a...
I saw that Barrington Motor Works.
Yeah, I told him I'd wear it on the podcast.
Good.
Andy sent us 2 T-shirts.
Shout out to Andy and Barrington. You know, used to live right down the street from where he works now.
We did a little parts trade.
Yeah. They sent us some shirts, which we appreciate. And I just want to tell you, Andy, I've already cut the sleeves out of it, so it's officially in the rotation now. I'll wear it, you know, one of these days soon. So.
Yeah.
And we like it, nice cotton.
We'll see you at the Illuminati meeting.
Right.
The Airhead Illuminati. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I hope you have fun at Barber.
Yeah, you know, for years we vended there. Probably the first 15 years. We started with the very first one. And I liked it. It was kind of pre... eBay, you know, I've been doing eBay for a long time. eBay's been around 20 years.
Yeah.
And certainly you can sell stuff easier on eBay. It's a lot simpler. And now that we have Gareth, who's doing a good job, you know, we're back getting a lot sold now.
Which we're changing his name
to Mac.
It's now Mac.
Yeah.
Because we have a Garrett who's worked here for a while, and then we got a Gareth, and it's just been confusing.
It's too confusing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's always nice to see the people you deal with. You maybe see them once a year and it's at Barber.
Yeah.
But I never got a chance to walk around because either I was in my booth or somebody was there and they'd call on the phone, hey, there's this guy here owns this motor, wants this, and so you'd go back and then you'd try to walk back to where you were and then you'd stop and see somebody else. So last year, Leslie and I left early. Tomorrow we'll leave at 4 in the morning, try to beat the traffic in Atlanta. And, you know, we'll get there when it opens at 8 o'clock and we'll spend, you know, 6 or 7 hours walking around. We'll ride the tram, we'll get to see everybody, and then we'll drive home. We'll be home by mid-evening.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, it's good. I got friends there. If we bought something big, and like in Chicken Larry, they would put it back and bring it back for us. So that's the advantage of that. It's nice to go spend 2 or 3 or 4 days with those guys and hang out, and not do anything, just basically shoot the shit and you know, get greasy and throw parts around and you know, that kind of stuff. But
You can go see David Woodburn.
David doesn't go anymore.
Really?
No, a lot of people stopped going.
Because I feel he's completely off the grid. So the only way to actually you got to meet up with him.
They're completely pricing everybody out. The vendors, you know, it's a vintage swap meet, so you know, they shouldn't be pricing the entertainment. They should be pricing.
I forgot to turn the air compressor on.
They'll be off in a minute.
Yeah, actually, I remember we talked about this last year, which means we've been doing this shit for a year.
Right, and so he doesn't go. I haven't gone in a couple of years. I talked to a friend of mine, Jerry, up in Tennessee 2 days ago. He said he kind of used to go after they started making all the rules, but as soon as they said you can't drive your bicycle around the grounds, you have to either put a motorcycle helmet on and drive the bike on the street, or you have to rent one of their golf carts. He said, that's it. I'm done. He said, I'm not going anymore. So Denton is next week, which is in North Carolina. It's mostly American stuff, but ACCS, so he'll be up there. But a lot of people, I've had a lot, especially people from far away. You know, you only get one pass. They just, you know, he gave it to a company, and they're sucking everybody dry. It's terrible.
Yeah.
This year, all the vendors will only take credit cards. If you're buying food or T-shirts, it's cashless. They made a big point of that. All the vendors that not the people selling stuff, but the rest of the vendors is all cashless. Yeah, you know, it's just
a cashless swap meet.
Well, not the people selling parts.
Okay.
But if you're buying coffee, or you're buying a T-shirt, or you're buying a hot dog, or you're buying cotton candy, all that, it's credit card only.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Well, it's a vintage swap meet. I mean,
yeah.
You know, what's the problem?
Well, I guess if you're a vendor and so you sell a part and someone gives you cash and then you're like, I want to go buy a hot dog, you can't.
Well, here's what happens. You know, 10 years ago, the state of Alabama said, we want our tax. A lot of people said, I'm a private person. When I sell parts to my friends or bikes, I don't pay tax. Why should I pay you tax? So the guys running it said, no taxi, no come backy. So every year they give you this form. So what everybody normally did, we'd all get together and say, X amount of bucks, here's $100. So when they make the guys who are the vendors, who aren't selling parts, use the credit card, there's no cheaty in there. They say, all right, let me see what you did for
which
closeout
Nathan
for
would
each of those
never
things.
do.
Of course not, you know. And
This
so,
is all
I hear it. I mean, look at all the grocery stores and Walmart, and everybody's going to self-checkout, cash, credit card only. No more cash and all those things. And, you know, people are robbing them blind and they're stealing from them. And, you know, this makes it a little bit harder to do. But, you know, it's just the whole thing just rubs me the wrong way. So.
No, I get it.
You know.
You're a cash guy.
It's a swap meet. It should be cash, you know.
I feel you.
You know, everybody at the swap meet, even in the vendors, then they're selling parts, almost all of them take credit cards. Because if you're a business, you get your Square thing or something with you, you can take a credit card. But if somebody's there, unless they're buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff from you, or let's say they're buying a bike from you, and who's going to carry $8,000 or $9,000 worth of cash? Though people do. But, you know, you're okay with that. You can verify what's going on and so on and so forth. But in general, yeah, I want $100. I'm about 60. Said cash, yeah, make it 70 and take it away. Money talks. That's you know, you go to buy something from somebody, it's cash. Nobody wants a check or credit card or Venmo or Zelle or PayPal. I want the cash in their hand. Once it's in your hand,
Yeah, we tried to do that one year where we were taking credit cards, but
I took a few credit cards.
there's no service. That was the hard part.
Right. So,
Yeah, I just think a swap meet in 2023. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, online is the biggest swap meet in the world, and you can get anything you need.
well, being able to put your hands on stuff is a big deal. It is for me. I mean, everything we buy is broken for the most part, so that's not an issue. But it's certainly nice to, you walk around and see the stuff, and that's a whole aspect to it. That's the mom and pop thing. It's disappearing, and so it makes it more interesting and more enjoyable to me.
If you can find Chrome K75 bars for that RS, pick them up for me.
Okay. I buy it's K75 stuff I can borrow so I can find it anyway.
Yeah.
So even if they're black, we could do something with it.
Yeah, well, I straightened out the other ones, but it'd be a lot nicer to just have a Chrome set match the Rox risers that are on
I'll
there.
look around.
Yeah.
I got a couple things I'm looking for tomorrow. We're going to take the Audi, so it's got room in the back to throw some miscellaneous stuff.
Oh, and we're doing an event at the shop. We're doing a meet and greet.
21st, Airheads of Georgia. We're doing a meet and greet here at the shop from 9:30 to whenever. We'll take a little ride, and then we're going over to our buddy Kelly's Jamaican restaurant in Athens and eating food. So if anybody's around, there's some state campgrounds down the road. There's some places you want to camp. We can probably camp out at the house somewhere. We're on the river. We got places.
Yeah.
You can camp out here if you want. So yeah, anybody wants to come, by all means, show up.
Teaming up with Duck, who runs the air.
Yeah, Doug's the air marshal, and now he's the big cheese for the
Yeah.
Airhead Club. He's the chairman of the board.
Which also, he runs the airmail now, which is
Right, and the air store.
super cheap for what it is.
Yeah.
A glossy
Well, they got a
magazine.
good magazine finally. Nice reproduction stuff. Color.
Yeah, they brought in a guy who, because that was always my thing. I would look at it and be like, this is amazing printing, and
Well,
the photos are not kind of a waste of. But now they got a guy who's.
when I first started this business, there was a guy in New Orleans, Conway Link, whose dad's a famous train photographer in the Smithsonian. But Conway had a little magazine called Deutsche Motorrad Register, and he was his statistics teacher at Tulane. And he would mimeograph this thing off. So what you got was mimeographed, and then he'd fold it in half, and then he'd put it in a manila envelope. And so every couple of months, whenever he had time, he would send you this thing. And it would have terrible pictures. However, all of the guys who were in this, their dads were like Zundok dealers before the war and during the war. These were dyed-in-the-wool German motorcycle guys. And so you got information and got hooked up with people and saw stuff that you would never see. You don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
And then he just decided that was too much. But so,
It sounds like too much.
Click, a little mimeograph machine. I still have some of this stuff at home.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to scan that in and put that up online.
I'll see if there may be some of it here. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, I would.
So if we really wanted to be old school, we should start putting our own magazine on that. If we could find it.
Yeah, I wanted to do the risograph machine, but
we could just start taking pictures and make daguerreotypes. We'll make some tintypes.
send them out.
There you go.
No, I always thought it would be cool to. It's a lot of work to do a magazine.
Yep.
There's that one time you were thinking about doing a calendar,
Right.
and I was like, why not just, who uses a calendar anymore?
It's just to look at pictures.
Yeah, but why not just do a magazine? It
Right.
would be the
Well,
exact
why
same
not just
price.
do pictures? I just send something out with people with pictures of bikes we've done or pictures of stuff being done
Yeah.
and have a little space on the bottom for you to, write people's phone numbers down or something. I don't know, I mean, if you look at all the old manuals, all of them have a little spot in the back that says notes. And it's just a blank page so you can write notes. And if you get an old manual, it's full of notes in the sides and all, people writing certain stuff down they want to remember, or the book's not right, or somebody told them or something. They didn't have a phone to send themselves an email with all the stuff on it, or a link or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the time this comes out, my new Gold Stroke t-shirts will be on sale.
there you go.
I'm picking them up tomorrow morning.
Be the first ones on your block. Be the only one on your block.
Yeah.
Have a Gold Stroke t-shirt.
I also did hoodies and sweatshirts, but it's very limited.
So make Mikey rich and buy his sweatshirts for him.
Or help me break even.
Help him break even.
That should be the slogan. Yeah.
Right. Well, I got to figure out, we just gave that R80 monoshock to Garrett. He just built the bike.
Yeah.
So we need to get, Garrett's kind of got his own little thing over there. We need to either get him to do some shirts or do something.
Yeah, he lost the password for his Instagram account that he was running, the Wrench and Chisel one, because he switched phone numbers. And in order to verify that it was him after he forgot his password, he needed his old phone number, so he's just locked out forever. So he's just going to have to start a new one. But
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, I posted his bike yesterday,
Good.
and it got a lot of love.
Good. Yeah, I think it's a real nice bike.
Yeah.
I haven't driven it yet. He's been driving it, and we're still waiting on the title. Talked to Tony the other day. Said should have it in a week. So,
Cool.
Then we'll put it up for sale.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it does. It's I think it turned out real nice. I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
So, we're not gonna make any money on it, but we'll break even. And that's if you can break even on something, that means you got paid for your time.
Yeah.
So yeah. That
Plus,
works,
it's always when you're building for your own ideas. It's just a fun thing. So it's a good little breakup in.
Well, I know, but I'm the one that's paying for it.
Yeah, but we're breaking
Fun
even.
for you.
We're breaking even, right? That's probably good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, have fun this weekend.